Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. Last time we infiltrated the pirate's fortress, so this time we're looking for the remaining Zora Eggs. There's actually only one left here, so let's make our way past this final guard to the door on the opposite side. Halt! It takes courage to come thieving in the pirate's fortress. I'm going to love doing this to you. So yeah, the pirates actually have different dialogue depending on if you're wearing the stone mask or not. Either way, we have one more Gerudo pirate to fight. Don't think it ends here. So all that's left is to head through here and collect the final egg. Once again, we have to hookshot to the top of this aquarium and then sink down, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid the enemy again. You put a Zora egg in a bottle. It doesn't look very healthy. You'd better have someone examine it, quick. And that's the last Zora egg in the pirate's fortress. So let's drop down, hopefully refill our health using one of these jars, and then we can head outside. We actually don't have any room to carry any more eggs, so let's make a quick stop at the lab. Let's head inside and drop off the eggs we found so far. We have to climb up here and then drop off the eggs around the center of this aquarium. Depending on where you're standing, there's actually a chance that the game will say that you can't use the bottle in this spot, so if that happens, I recommend just moving to a different part of the aquarium and trying again. Alright, so we're good to go, so let's look for the remaining eggs. First of all, let's equip the first bottle, the Zora mask, and also the pictograph box. And before we can actually get to the final eggs, we have to make a quick stop to the beach. Technically, this wouldn't be required, but especially on the first playthrough, this next area would be very difficult to get through without a specific item. So let's make our way over to the houses here, specifically the right house. Help me, please. Take me back to the waters near Pinnacle Rock. Are you interested in that fish? It's a rare fish, isn't it? It's called a seahorse. I caught it swimming around here, just off of Pinnacle Rock. Since it's rare, I was thinking of selling it at the town carnival, which should be starting soon. If you want, I'll give it to you. On one condition. Do you have a pictograph of the female pirates? Oh, that's it. I had a picture like that. Well, aren't you a crafty one? You'll give that to me, won't you? In exchange, I'll give you this. You got a seahorse. Hurry, take it to its home at Pinnacle Rock. Thank you. Hurry, take me back to the waters near Pinnacle Rock. So now that we have a seahorse, we want to swim over to the stone spires off in the distance, dead ahead. There are several spires away from here, but to actually get to that area, we have to pass through the two stone spires that are closest to us, indicated by the two squares on the minimap. Along the way, we should actually run into a Zora, who will actually advise that we find a seahorse if we didn't get one already. Mikau, haven't you seen any gold-colored fish around here? Gold-colored fish know this area very well. I was thinking of getting one to guide me to Pinnacle Rock. If the water wasn't so murky, I wouldn't have to rely on the guidance from a gold-colored fish. From here, we want to drop down to where the sign is, and then release the seahorse. You have strange powers, Link. I have a request for you. Please follow me. I question how the seahorse knows our name, but it'll lead us through this maze. Basically, if we go the wrong way, we'll end up back at the start, and also some of the signs will point us in the wrong direction. So using the seahorse, we can very easily navigate this area. It also helps because the draw distance isn't great, so some of the signs are actually hard to see, even the ones that are correct. But with that, we should actually be getting very close to Pinnacle Rock, only a couple more signs to go. Here in the depths of Pinnacle Rock live many dangerous sea snakes. My friend is trapped here. Link, can you please find a way to rid the area of all the sea snakes and help my friend? Unfortunately, the reward for helping the seahorse is a piece of heart, so we won't be doing it yet. But we still have to fight a few of the sea snakes in order to find the missing Zora Eggs. They can be a little bit hard to find, especially because of the draw distance, once again. Basically, as you approach one of these entrances, the sea snakes will lunge out. You can't actually see the eggs if you get close enough. So you can kind of, like peek into the cave entrance like so, to see if there's anything in there. You can use various methods to defeat them. And this one did have an egg. You put a Zora egg in a bottle. It doesn't look very healthy. You'd better have someone examine it, quick. Basically, 2 hits from anything will defeat a sea snake. So the 2 options are to either use the magic attack and just basically attack the sides of their bodies as they lunge out, or alternatively, you can try to land at the side of the cavern entrance and try to use Zora boomerangs, though I don't necessarily recommend trying that. It's a lot riskier, but again, technically will still work. So yeah, the green part is the weak spot, basically, so you can also kind of fall like that. Alright, so let's get another bottle out and collect the next Zora egg in this area. You put a Zora egg in a bottle. It doesn't look very healthy. You'd better have someone examine it quick. And finally, if memory serves, the final one is at the bottom of this cavern. So let's actually sink, or actually swimming would be faster. Let's swim down to the bottom of this area and see if we can figure out which one has the egg. By the way, there are also jars if you run out of magic. But yeah, this can be a little bit tricky, especially because of like the camera and everything. But yeah, I recommend kind of like trying to peek into each cave entrance like so, to try to gauge if it's the right one, so we don't have to fight too many extra enemies. I think that one might have a treasure based on the minimap, so let's also check this one really quickly. I don't see it in here. There it is, actually. And that's the last of the required sea snakes to defeat. You put a Zora egg in a bottle. It doesn't look very healthy. You'd better have someone examine it quick. And with that, we're done here. So, obviously we can't warp from here. The ocarina is actually, not accessible underwater, so we actually have to swim back. But again, because we have a maze, in traditional Zelda fashion, if we go the wrong way, we'll end up back at the start. So basically we'll have to pass by the seahorse, and then just basically swim straight ahead and we'll warp back. So, with the remaining eggs in hand, let's swim back over to the lab one more time and drop them off. Again, I'm actually very glad that in this version, you can simply climb up to this platform instead of having to jump onto the platform, even though it's not overly difficult, I say as I immediately mess it up. Alright, let's equip all 3 eggs and drop them off, and then we'll be good to go. Good, all of the eggs have been brought together. It's going to start. Quick, come to the front of the aquarium. Before we do that, let's equip the ocarina and the Zora mask. Look at this! What does this mean? What in the world could this mean? I've got it! Don't you understand? The way these Zora children have lined up, it means... You learned the new wave bossa nova. It's the melody taught by the Zora children that invigorates singing voices. That! Yes, it's that instrument! If these Zoras were born to teach the song, then hurry! You must play the song for the Zora who laid these eggs. Now that we know the new wave bossa nova, we want to make our way to Zora Hall. We heard about it a while ago, but now we can finally head there and see what's happening. To get there, we have to pass through this tunnel. And from here, we actually have to swim over to the structure off in the distance. We do have some enemies in the water, so be aware of that, including a like guarding the entrance. I hope I can actually successfully swim around to actually get to Zora Hall. Unfortunately, there isn't much to do here since this is a 3-heart run, so we'll basically just pass through here for now and make our way to the other side of this area. There's another exit through here. That sad face is trying to tell you something. You can see it in her expression. Yawn. I slept quite well. I just realized this when I opened my eyes. The passing of days is quite quick, isn't it, Lulu? Yes, Lulu. It's nothing to be surprised at. Although my eyes were closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. It seems Lulu is confused. Regrettably, there is no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior. The open seas of Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly, climb onto my back. Before we do that, I want to activate the owl statue and check inside these jars. You caught a fairy in a bottle. Your new friend will give you life energy the moment you completely run out. Set to sea to keep it by your side. So now that we have all of these item refills, let's equip the hook shot and hop onto the turtle's back. I also want to unequip the bottle just in case so I don't accidentally use it. And with that, we've made it to the Great Bay Temple. This one is actually pretty infamous, so I'm a little bit worried about how well this is going to go, if I'm being honest. I think we can actually get another fairy by going over here and breaking one of these barrels. Let's do that. I definitely want to be ready for this area. You caught a fairy in the bottle. Your new friend will give you life energy the moment you completely run out. Set to sea to keep it by your side. Next up, there are also barrels on the other side. I'll probably break those in a moment. But next up, we actually want to go over here and light all of the torches. We don't have a Deku stick, I don't think, so we'll have to use fire arrows. We'll definitely burn through a lot of magic in this temple, I can already guarantee that, with some of the things coming up in the very, very near future. But yeah. You found a stray fairy. This is your first one. Let's unequip the fire arrows, and then, also, yeah, I do want to break these really quickly. Again, I want to be stocked up for this area, because, again, I remember this area being pretty rough, and again, this is a pretty notoriously difficult section, so I definitely want to be stocked up as much as I can be. But yeah, now that we have probably full bombs and full arrows, and 2 fairies, again, that might be overkill, but we'll find out in a bit. Yeah, I think we're actually finally ready to head inside the temple proper. Whoa, that's a huge water wheel! The water wheel is one of the main features of the Great Bay Temple, but first of all, let's actually drop down and find another stray fairy. You found a stray fairy, this is your second one. Next up, we want to go over to this, like, switch in the water and move it. And now we have a way across. But first of all, let's climb up here and transform back. We also need the Great Fairy's mask for this. We want to defeat this Skulltula up here to find a stray fairy. And we basically have to wait until it flies over to us, but we might as well actually get on this moving platform first. You found a stray fairy. This is your third one. There are a lot of Skulltulas in this area. Next up, we have to hop on the water as it's receding, like this, and then ride it to this area. And we're good to go. We can make our way across and through this next door. I get it. That huge water wheel's powering this thing. Alright, so we barely scratched the surface of the Great Bay Temple, but we'll head deeper into it next time. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.